Hi everyone. Sorry about that. I forgot to press the go live button. It's Nesrin Wisdom Visionary here with the Way Within Divine Messages. I'm so sorry that I didn't press it. I'm on now. I'm here. So we're going to get on with Stacy's reading. I'm here. I'm here. I'm just saying, can you hear me? Just waiting. Sorry about this, guys. It's just the way it is sometimes. Sorry, you can't hear me? Oh, shit. Really? That's not good. Sorry for swearing, guys. Don't know what's going on here. That's weird. Studio mode settings. Can you hear me now? Wow. Can anyone hear me now? Thank you so much, Stacey Divines. Oh my God, thank you. Yes, we're here. Good, thank you. Oh, it takes so long. Everything is delayed. Mercury retrograde. Stacey, I'm going to start your reading. So just to reiterate and to repeat, it's Nesrin Wisdom Visionary for the Way Within Divine Messages YouTube channel, and we are going to do a reading for Stacy. Thank you so much, Stacy Divine. Appreciate it. Again, Mercury retrograde, lots of tech difficulties. I apologize. I'm just going to get on with your reading. Is there anything that you want to know, or do you want a general? It is hot here. We have a heat wave. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. I'm just going to get on with Stacy's reading. She, every single week, gets a reading because she is my wing person. And if people are interested in having a reading, it's $33 for one question, 10 minutes. You can find information in the description, a PayPal link, in which you can pay for a reading today. We've got a good 2 hours at the moment. So anytime during those 2 hours, well, it's, if you don't want it to be that, you can do a longer reading, which again are in the descriptions. And then we could do it privately. There is a link tree with the Calendly. It also has PayPal and Proton Mail where you and I can communicate in order to be able to create that reading. But for today, it's 30 thing. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Let me know. Yes. Oh, I can understand that it's hot in Rhode Island. Sorry, I can't see who that is. Oh, hi, Reverend Heather. Nice to see you. Just let me know, everyone, if you can hear me. That's the most important thing. I have a crew today. Yoo-hoo! All right, Stacy, you're getting your reading, and we'll go from there. Oh, delayed. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. All I need to know. Okay, let's get on with the reading for Stacy, and then we'll do the energies of the day, the energies of the week, and we'll do a country, city, region, area. We'll also get into discussion about Mercury retrograde, transit of the planets, and some other things as well. Yes. Oh, got a card that popped out, 2 of them. Oh, Stacy, we have you possibly being overwhelmed with decisions to make. Maybe you're not making them, but you have to make them. The card in question would be the 7 of Cups. I always equate the 7 with decision making, thinking, ruminating, reflecting, cold coffee on a hot day. So what it's asking you to do is to step back from a situation where there are just too many options and or a fear of making a decision. Reflect on it a bit, but do make it. Do not hesitate. Do not hold back too long in making the decision. It's like you're afraid of making a decision that needs to be made about a something. In this case, you are resting, and it's the Four of Swords. You're taking some time to not be a part of the externalized world, having more inward time reflecting, because there's a lot of overwhelming thoughts at the moment. Okay. Yes. Well, I got earlier, before I got the ability or had the ability to speak properly on here because we had the tech difficulties. The whole t-shirt thing is a go. There is also some other possibilities to make money right now. Wait a second, just bear with me because it's a little intricate. What I want to say here is you have from your past a thought form, a thought or a way or a paradigm or a pattern. I'm thinking that you're not worthy of doing this, that, or the other, or receiving it or coveting it. That's not true. Okay, it's like the Five of Pentacles. Go look it up. I know you know what that card means. But there is an opportunity hidden in the snow. Even though you're outside the church, even though you might not have enough, you will have enough. You will be able to make that decision. Yes, yes, that's part of it. The t-shirts is a very good idea. Your sayings, okay? The ones that you've come up with. Your designs, your artistic input into those t-shirts. Absolutely. 100%. It's a go ahead. It's a yes. You just have to do it. Do you understand? Please. Please just do it. Don't think. Don't go hee ha. Oh, this has to be in place. That needs no. Just create the first couple, advertise them, and boom. Then things will flow from that simple, humble beginning. You don't need a whole business paradigm. Okay, don't even go there. Good afternoon. Hello, Angel Eyes. Nice to see you. We're just getting into Stacy's reading, and then we're going to go into all of the rest. We're going to be doing the energies of the week, could be the energies of the day, and also the energies of a country, region, city, area, or district. So, oh, you bought a Cricut. Good. So that means you can make the t-shirt, Stacy, correct? But don't get too up on the mind stuff. Just do it. Don't even think. Just go creatively into them thar hills. All right? Just dive in. Do it. Okay? Like the Nike commercial. And guess what you need is a lot of strength right now. You got it. You're going to do this. All right? This is so awesome. I'm holding the card of strength. So just bind your addictions, bind your needs for things that have nothing to do with what you're doing. Focus and get her done. This Mercury retrograde is a really good time to build foundations, to get the lead out of our system. Yes. I'm going to go to them Dar Hills. Yes, exactly. Please do. But do not think too much, Stacy. Okay? I got cards earlier that alluded to that. All right. Let me get the full spread out because I'm chitter-chattering here quite a bit. So all of whom are here at this time, welcome. Thank you for joining. I so appreciate your presence. Oh, look at this. Wow, wow, wow. We got two cards that have popped out upright. One of them is the Two of Cups, meaning nostalgia and also relationships. The card is the Two of, I guess, Cups. It doesn't say cups, but it's the Two of Cups. So relationships with others, connections with others. I'm getting really beautiful connections with people right now. You need to concentrate on the positive, not the negative, not argumentative, not blaming. Peaceful, loving, connected to source. Let the highest of the high, the most beloved, and those that have passed on who love you be with you at this time. That's the love that you're receiving. That's the love that you've learned from in terms of that receiving that you give to others. You are not looking at it from anyone else. And you need to keep your boundaries up right now. New beginnings with how you think, how you speak, what you say. So we kind of talked about this yesterday a little bit. No harsh words, no the patterning of the past, explosions on people, forgiving, compassionate. If you have an issue that you need to deal with, go deal with that privately or find a good friend that you're able to kibitz with that is there for you, that has agreed to do the work with you. But in this case, you're building new boundaries, new expressive foundations. Thank you. All right. I just wanted to explain it in terms of its variables, the different aspects. So if I ever get at this reading, that would be nice. Thank you so much, Stacy, for saying that. All right. Wheel of Fortune in the peripheral of the world. Okay, that's what's pending. I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there. We're just going to see what's on the plate. I do have a good friend. Wonderful. Okay, we do have a few issues on the plate, but not many. Let's get the handout. All right. Oh, there's that card again, Stacey. I'll show you in a second. Ooh. All right. All right. All right. Ah, awesome. There really isn't a lot here, but it's major arcana big time. Okay. What we have here is the star, and that would be your past, meaning I'm going to be blunt as a breadboard. In your past life, you were famous. Okay. I think you know what this means. You were famous. So, and it's going to happen again. And I had a download about this yesterday, actually, after we spoke. How to explain this? You may have had a semblance of fame, a semblance of renown. You're in the history books. You're online. People can find you in the Google. All right. We're not going to say the name of who you were, but you were famous. But this time round, the fame is different. It has nothing to do with what came before it. You don't have to say who that person is until you've done your research. But basically speaking, why is this in your past? Is because it's also telling you that you had also achieved it to a degree. Yes, but let's not talk about that right now, okay? We're not gonna, Julie, we're not gonna put that out there until Stacy Divine has decided that she would like to do that. So, but thank you for putting that on there. So basically speaking, currently, you might feel bound, or there's somebody around you that might feel a bit bound. That's the, what is it? We've got the 8 of Wands reversed. So maybe you're coming out of a difficult situation where you had a muddled brain and didn't, like a foggy brain, and didn't know exactly your thoughts. Oh, okay, what I'm getting, download. You're coming out of a place where you had a foggy mind and you no longer have a foggy mind. Things are becoming clear because of your connection to source, to the highest of the high, the most beloved, to your ancestors, to your guides. So things are moving along quite nicely. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I'm not even going to allude to what you said, but I agree with you. Now, interestingly enough, this could be the X. It could be the positive side of you. The Hierophant. Oh, no, it's the Emperor. Well, we've got Justice on the table. So, okay. You're taking control. You are taking control in the very near future. But also be careful of those in your past who lorded over you. Could be an ex-husband, could be a mother figure who acts more male in terms of the way in which they express themselves. I'm getting this is more you and the positive way in which you are using your action, your mail, your ability to manifest. Meaning you've got the equation of a proper, aligned, balanced male expression. Okay? Beautiful. Now, the very far future is all things coming to pass. We have here the 10 of Cups, I believe. So this just means that you are going to get everything that you've desired. You will have a movement in life that is free of what we call the lower energies that have tried to bring you down. You've definitely shifted. You've done some real work here. And the end result is the card of justice, that for all the things that you didn't have, all the things that were taken away, for all of the, and you've been through a lot, and I'm not going to say what that is, you have been through a lot. So this is basically saying to me that you're going to get it back, but not the way it was, in the way it should be, in accordance with your Akashic records, meaning you've earned it, you've done the work, you're aligned, you're receiving, you're out of the negative thinking, you're out of the past patterning, and lo and behold, you get exactly what it is that you deserve. And there's you want to cry, you're happy and you can't believe what me? I get all this? Yeah, you do. Because you've earned it. This lifetime, you've earned it. You've cleaned up on aisle 5, you've dug deep into the big, huge hole into the cesspool. Also, you've gone under the carpet, you've cleaned all of the stuff, you've cleaned the corners out of all of the stuff from the past, you've met the monster in the cavern. This is the future, okay? We're talking a few years. I'm getting around 10. I'm not saying it's not now. You're working toward that. You're cleaning up house now, but this is what you're going to get within the next 10 years. It may happen sooner than later. Don't mark me on my time. It could be 10 days, 10 weeks, 10 months, 10 years. Okay? I have worked very hard. This is true. And you're continuing to do so. Beautiful. Think fantastic. And you've got people there to support you. That's wonderful as well. Stacey Divine's Art says, good job. Lovely, lovely community we have here. So that's your reading. I'm just going to get you a court card. And when I call a court card, it's basically like an inner child card or a, a self-care card, just so that we can solidify everything that's going on at the moment. Sorry, it's a hot one here. Hot, 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 hot. Storms. I don't know where you guys are in the world, especially on the east coast of the US/Canada. It's a hot one. Yeah. Oh, we got a card that popped out. Number 34, spend time in nature. Let the beauty of nature refresh your soul. That is your quiet time, Stacy. That is where you get your energy. Okay? Beautiful. Love this card. 34, 3 and 4. Express your creativity. New foundation. You've gone beyond your fear. You trust the universe to help you. Get her done. And being in nature is what inspires you. Okay? Beautiful card, by the way. All right. I think that's my new favorite word is all right. We're going to do the energies of the week. If somebody would like to have a reading, it's 33 for 10 minutes, one question, and you can find the information in the description of every video. It's a PayPal link, and you can do that today if you want a short mini reading here only on the lives. And Stacey Divine says, get her done. And yes, love nature. Beautiful. So that's your reading for this week. You've done a lot of work. I'm very, 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 very happy for you, Stacey. Really, this is incredible. From where you were weeks ago to where you are now is like night and day. So many blessings. Okay. I'm going to do the energies of the week, and I'm just going to go towards the Starseed Tarot. And this is what it looks like on the outside. So anyone who isn't here, who chimes in after, this is Starseed Tarot, okay? You can see some other cards. They're really, really, really beautiful, by the way. So I'm just going to read this before I continue. It's a little distracting, but I'm going to do it. I am alchemizing with strawberries and whipped cream. Absolutely. And this is from Reverend Heather. Amazing reading. Nessie, congrats. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you. Stacy Designs Art. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now, energies of the week, and that would be from the date of July 2nd to July the 9th. In the description of the video, when I get a chance to get to it later this evening, there will be timestamps for the energies of the week, energies of the day, and for the country. I do not timestamp people's readings, all right? So shuffling the cards are very, very, very big. So they're too big for my own hand, so I have to do it slowly. I'd like to know from everyone, everywhere they are, what is your weather like? What are your temperatures like? How are you doing in this heat? Let me know in the chat, please. Where are you in the world and what is your weather like? If you want to say, great. If not, that's fine. But it would be nice to know how people are doing today. As far as the weather is concerned, I'm getting somebody with some throat issues, doing some clearing. Okay. So I'm splitting the deck 2 times to the left with the left hand. Taking the middle deck for the energies of the week, please. Got a lot of jittery energy on the plate. The energies are all over the place. Wow. All right. I'm going to make this an intensive reading. So we're doing a Celtic cross. Sorry. I'm not situated in the front of the screen here. Let me get that going. I'm just pulling them out. I don't have enough room to even do this. Yeah, they're so big. Clearing, clearing. A bit of a story for energies of the week. Wow, a lot of flames. Business and positive. Wow. Almost there. Just trying to get the story for the week. Ah, okay. This is for everyone. Wow. All right, so I'm just going to have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I have to read it backwards. So, do it this way. So, the reading for the energies of the week at this present moment in time. Oh, Mercury retrograde, tumultuous emotion. So everybody's going through tumultuous emotion, meaning things are being revealed from within. This is the Adept of Chalices. So I'm going to put it this way. You're learning, everyone who is listening to this live, whether it be present in the present moment or those that are coming into the live afterwards, when it's been posted. You're going in deep. You're taking a look at the emotions of the past. And you're allowing yourself to be with them. Because that's the energies of this time with the Mercury retrograde, is that we're going in deep. Now, when the waves punch over the stones, it's not going to be easy. Taking a look at our past is not, it's not a walk in the park. It's not a cakewalk, if you know what I'm saying. And that was just confirmed by the cell phone. So, but you can do it. And it takes, and it's words. I'm looking for words to express this. very similar to Stacy's reading, in which we need to go in to look at the past. I also follow this as well. I'm going through a lot, reckoning my negative ego, past parental units, past life. I'm learning to not take things personally. I'm learning to put down boundaries. I'm also learning to allow myself to stay positive and neutral within a situation. And I apply that to the situation. Stay in your alignment. While you are going through, do not react to externals. Observe them. Okay? It's going to be, people will react. Yesterday, as an example, when I was at the fireworks show, just close to here, and I was swinging the old lightsabers, the dual and the single. I have permission from the powers that be to do this on, the area where we were yesterday. And there were people who didn't understand that I was meant to be there. There were those that didn't understand that there was space enough. So you had two-sided reactions, one negative, one positive, from different people to the situation. Some supported it, some did not support it. How did I feel within the situation? At first, I was angry. At first, I felt, how am I supposed to do what it is that I do every year here at this so-called, again, it's confirmed. So what I decided was Mercury retrograde, hot weather, people are not in their best behavior. I decided to go join the people that I usually join, who are a little older, a little bit more mature, and watch the display of fireworks from that area, that vantage point. And I will go to the places. I do charity work for the 501st, and they love Star Wars. I'm going to concentrate expressing myself where people appreciate. So what is the example that I'm giving? Don't push the envelope with people that don't understand you. And that's the emotions that are deep within the rocks that are sitting there as the wave crashes over. Love yourself. Take a moment for yourself. That's the energy of where we are right now. All right. And how people see you, those that are positive, those that know you, is that you're ascending right now. So it's all positive. You've gone in, you're taking time out for yourself. The energies of the week, you're going in, you're taking time out for yourself because you are ascending your energy. How does one explain that? As I said before, pick and choose your battles. Take the time you need. Those who are there and support you will understand what you're going through. So it's positive, upright. Then we've got the Sage of Crystals. A lot of you are in business or working or have jobs at this time. You are come to a place. Maybe you want to shift a job, change a job, start a business. This is what you've been thinking about for the past year. You no longer want to stay in the work that you're doing, or you want to shift the way in which you do the work. And I'm sweating, so I'm just letting you know I may have to dab here and there. Just going to take a sip of cold coffee. That's nice. So Sage of Crystals. Crystals is money, abundance, material. Okay. Sage is that you've been able to learn all that you can, and it's time to go on to the next project. You've been thinking for the past year or so that this is what you'd like to be doing. Seeker of Flames. Also, there's quite a few of you out there at the moment that just want to take a rest and have a peaceful time. All right. Seeker of Flames. You're going out and you're seeking some fun. Not a negative, but with the boundaries in place with the people with whom that you are connected with. So it's a positive connection. Here's that card again, strength. This is what you're going to be needing come the future. Kind of mirroring Stacy's reading a little bit. So I think everybody's basically energetically going through something similar here. Needing strength. This is the potential near future. Ace of Chalices. Again, a lot of us are allowing new forms of love to come. We are loving ourselves. We are allowing Source to love us. We are allowing those that have passed on to come and be with us. We are receiving that love. You may feel very full. You may want to cry. You may want to express, write a letter, do some poetry, tell someone you love them. This is unconditional love from Source. It is also the beginnings of learning to give unconditional love to others. This is the potential outcome of your future. Okay. Now we're going in on the Celtic cross to where you're at and what you're doing. And I love this card. Please forgive me. I do. It's the shadow. It's where you're at right now in terms of the journey. So the dark night of the soul going in, we have it, till the end of the month. I think August the 3rd is when the shadow is complete. We have this time to go into the cave, into the places within. There are a number of people that I'm working with right now, and this includes me, who are all doing this at this time in various places in the world. Yeah, I got the word amen. Yeah, some people have allergies. I do too. It's the tail end, but I feel for you. My heart goes out to you. And this is for Reverend Heather. We're going through, all of us, anyone and everyone who sees this video and this particular Energies of the Week reading, we are going through the dark night of the soul, inner child work, the shadow self. Not a negative, just we need to see the monsters in the corner within our subconscious. Now, this is what I love this. All of us are going to get some form of help from a shaman, a guru, information, a connection, a friend. Maybe you read a story. Maybe you bump into someone at the cafe. All right. Something that all of a sudden the light bulb clicks. So master of flame, somebody who's spiritually connected, is going to help you in some way, shape, and form. Doesn't necessarily need to be male, but it's a person who has the answer for you, coming from the externalized world. What your hopes and dreams are, 9 of Crystals, is to have enough money and be happy in life. You will come upon this. You will achieve this. If that is your order from Source, the highest of the high, the most beloved, if that's your order, make it a good one, because this is what can be achieved. Do not lose sight of this hope. Do not lose sight of this yearning, this desire, this request, this want or need. All right? You're on your way. 9 of Crystals, achievement. Now, 4 of Crystals is somebody who's working extremely hard, building a new foundation for a business, a new job, a new way of being, a new way of understanding self. Crystals is manifestation, money, abundance, and manifestation. This could be also emotional, because when we use our ability to go in, meditate, ask for what we want, let go, control, let it unfold, let God, Source, the great beloved take over, let it go. It says, let go and let God, the old saying. This is the new foundation that you're building. You're not doing it with your mind. You are doing it internally with your focus, with your concentration. I'm going to give everyone an experiment for the next week. If you have 2 dice, I would like you to imagine, as you're shaking the 2 dice, the sides with the 6s, okay? Each of those dice will have the points of 6 dots. I want you to imagine, focus, visualize. 2 dice upright. Shake and continue. There is this little moment, and I teach this in my meditation course, which will be up in the next 6 months, or possibly, hopefully, October, November-ish. It's being worked on now for Patreon. Just letting everybody know it's up and coming. So the dice, as you shake it, you are visualizing these 2 sides with the 6s. Do it a number of times and let go like, oh, I have to get this. Just be in an easy, light, gentle space as you throw the dice. All right. And you're going to let me know how well you did, because it is a really, really positive experiment. I have a bit of a story here for those of us going through the energies of the week. We got 9 of Flames. Yeah, we're tired. Yeah, but the route to initiation, the 9 of Flames, the completion of the connection to our spirituality is definitely where we're headed right now. Not easy. Yes, we're tired. Keep on trucking, as they say up here. Do not give up. Keep going. Then we've got Ace of Flames. So the new beginning of something creative, of your spiritual connection, whatever that is. We also have 8 of Crystals. Now, this is the Tour of St. Michael. I've been there. It's very spiritual. It's in England. I can't remember the town for the life of me. But anyway, go look it up on a map and you'll find out. Very, very beautiful place. Very spiritual. Very old. But 8 is money. 8 is abundance. 8 is the ability to manifest. Crystals. So you're building. You're building the new, whatever that is for you. Manifestation of the new abundance. 6 of Flames. So 6 is house, home, family, community. You're building connections with those that are in your world and around you, family, friends, acquaintances. So I would like you to hold the torch to create positive connections. Maybe you don't have them currently, but you would like to have them. Be careful of nostalgia and going into the patterning of the past. The key here is to not be needy, not be wanting, not trying to get something from somebody else. You're the one with the light. You're the one with the power. You're the one with the grace of God. So just stand in your light like a lighthouse and let people gravitate toward you. That's how you bring people together. And it's not, and please forgive me, I'm just saying this to get it out. We are not lording over anyone. We're not dictating to anyone. We're not telling anyone what to do. We are seeing the very best in people, and we are looking for the positives that we individuals see in others to bring the cohesive connection to create a movement, an entity, a venue, a business, a group, a family, to the best of your ability. And if this doesn't work in the family that you have a spirit family out there that you can work with, okay? We have 3 of Chalices. It's tinted. This is an awkward card. I'm going to do my best to express it. There may have been betrayal in the past, but you're remaining positive. You're not going to allow your 3 of Cups to be tainted by external past experiences. Yeah, learning to work with others, but not in the old way and not taking with you the old past patterning. Leave the betrayal behind wherever it came from. I know it's hard. It's hard for some people to let go. I'm asking you to work on letting go of the past so that you can have happiness and joy in connection with others. We have 7 of Crystals. Again, alluding to before the 8 of Crystals, you're getting everything ready on a spiritual level, calling in what your needs are to create abundance. Keep going. 7 of Orbs. This alludes to the fact that you've overcome fear when it comes to mental limitations, anxiety. You're moving through it. This is positive. And then we have Two of Chalices. So some of you are going to be meeting somebody, just letting you know. Also, it could be two people coming together after a row, after an argument, and making peace, but make sure those boundaries are there. So it could also be you falling in love with yourself, the masculine and the inner feminine together in balance, and you're opening up the energy to call in a relationship. You're getting ready, okay? Nine of Orbs. So before this all comes to pass, again, we have to go through that dark journey of the soul, remember, the way within, that's where you get your divine messages from. So it's within the heart space, within the cellular structure of the DNA of the body, in meditative mode, in prayer mode, in the silence, in nature, doing the dishes, walking the dog, going to the beach, going swimming, just not thinking and not letting the hamster wheel turn a million miles an hour. I'm going to explain something that I kind of have come to over the past few days. Our thoughts are illusions. Illusions of the past, illusions of what society gave us, illusions of what the church gave us. They're not the truth. They're just lower energy thought forms. If you can basically reconcile the fact that that's what these are, they won't torment you anymore. Because the true connection is inside of you, connected to Source and God. Let Source take these illusions and show you what the truth is beyond them. But we also have to acknowledge them in order to move forward. Just acknowledge them. They're there. Doesn't mean you partake of them. Just acknowledge them. Ten of Flames. I love this card. You guys, this is the journey. Ten of Flames. So you have come to the place where you've dealt with what is within, healed it, made peace with it, acknowledged it, and now you're moving out into the light, having the spiritual connection and knowing, let's say, the dark from the light. You're coming back into the light. And what are you going to do? You're going to shine your light. So this is what this week, this journey of this week is all about. So hunker down, get to work, and know that the outcome is you shining your light into the world, the star. All right. That's the energies of the week. Love it. Absolutely amazing reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. What time do we have here? We are ready now. If nobody wants to have a reading at $33, one question for 10 minutes. I'm going to wait like a second or two here. Is anyone here? I just want to know that I'm connected. Just say, yes, I'm here. I see a number of people on. Thank you very much, Stacey Divine. Appreciate it. I'm going to go into the energies of the day. So I think people are out in the sunshine on the beach. They're not looking at a live today, and I don't blame them one bit. What do I see here today? Okay, I'm getting this. The energies of the day with this here. I'm going to do the Diaz deck for the energies of the day and a court card. Maybe do the court card at the end. I'll leave that to the end. There's a reason for the way that it's being done today. So I'd like to know from others, did they resonate with the reading that was just given for the energies of the week? I'm starting in on the energies of the day. I am Nesrin Wisdom Visionary. This is the Way Within Divine Messages YouTube channel. We are working on the energies of the day. I'm using the Diaz deck. I got one card that flipped up. Okay, interesting. I'm not going to look at it. I'm just going to keep it where it is. Somebody has pain, like in and around the back of the head. Just letting you know. I don't know who it is today. During the Mercury retrograde, I tend to go very inward and tend to kind of cut myself off of the world. So I'm only going to be receiving the energies of those that are in extreme emergency right now. So I've got a bit of a protective layer around me today. I'm not picking up on every single thing at the moment. And that's just because of the Mercury retrograde right now. Energies of the day, please. Yes, deck. And we've got inward realization of self at the beginning part of the day. This is a peripheral. And going in, connecting, learning more about who you are. 5, change, the way in which you do things, realization, okay? The externalized world to you is pushing you to go in and connect more and do and create for self, okay? So that would be a personal relationship with yourself. You can see here there is heat in both cases, inward and outward. That is what the energies are for the day. This is the peripheral. Actually, I'm going to do some more shuffling. I'm feeling it needs to be shuffled a bit more for whatever reason. Just energies of the day, please. Whoop, some cards popped out. Interesting, interesting, interesting. One card that I will take is the card of karma. We can interpret karma in many, many ways. 13 is the number of the goddess. Return, meaning what you gave is what you receive from other lifetimes. This lifetime, it's coming home to roost, meaning it's going to be made available for you to understand, for you to see, for you to go deep within, to make peace with and forgive. Oh, hi, Marette. How are you doing? We're doing the energies of the day. We just did the energies of the week. Welcome. So this pertains to everyone. You can go in afterwards. Everything will be time-stamped by this evening on my end. And you can then click on the timestamps to get the appropriate different readings, the energy of the week, the energy of the day, and the energy for the country, region, city, or district. So right now we're doing the energies of the day, and I'm just at the beginning stages of doing peripherals and cards falling out. What we have here is return, 13, which also means the reckoning of one's past, karma, past actions. It's not a negative card, but it's not an easy card to live under. I had this card for about 9 years. Even in numerology, I had the 13-4 in my chart as part of my birth date is a 13. So I had to go through this. It is cathartic. It is cleansing. It is renewal. It is reset. It is jumping over hurdles. Nothing, and please, I'm going to say this, but don't take it the wrong way. This card helps you to come to a place in one lifetime of seeing clearly that which came before it. You're not at the old place anymore. Source, God, the powers that be, the angelic realm, the guides are all pushing you to grow. You were given, or you got, or have received this card or this number in your chart. By the way, I do numerology charts. at a particular point for every 28 years, for every 9 years, within some placement in your chart, that you need to go in and reckon with your past before you can move on the timeline. So in this particular day, we've got to go in and make amends, look at, reconcile, connect, acknowledge. Okay, let's put that there. There are some good cards out here, but I'm not going to read them until I get a full hand. Does anybody have anything? Hi all, thanks. Woke up with a headache. Yes. Gray and rainy day, beautiful yesterday. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for letting us know how the weather is over by you where you are. I had a headache yesterday myself. It could be pressure from the actual weather. It could be also pressure from the energies, the shifts in the planets that are transiting the Mercury retrograde. So what you can do is close your eyes. You can go in and ask yourself in a place of silence why you have the headache, or what is the pain of the headache here to teach you. This is called soul speak. Just take a moment to do that. Okay, Marette? I had the headache yesterday. Energies of the day, please. This is the last shuffle. Okay, what we have here is everybody is asking about money, thinking about money, visualizing money, expenses, new ways of making money. Everybody seems to be going through this right now. And what new, the universe, the planet, the energies are pushing us to go in a new direction, because the old one, and I'm talking the entire planet, we need to have a reset. We need to do things differently. We are heading in a new direction. So the numbers here, 31 again, 4, building foundations, 3 is harvest, 1 is self, could be a business. And then on the external, the world is pushing us, 24, 2, relationships, working with others, new foundation, meaning people in the world working together, a new direction, not based upon what came before it. I'm splitting. Left hand, taking the middle deck, seeing where we're at as far as energies. Oh, we got a little bit of work to do. Now I'm doing a simple Celtic cross for the day. That means just 5 cards. And then we'll throw in a court card after. All right, we have here, today is a day of insights. We are aiming epiphanies, light bulbs. The ability to go, oh my, that's what that means. I understand that now. Wow, I didn't know that that's what that was. So epiphanies, okay? Insight. 1, self. 5, change. Beautiful. That's where we're at right now, current energies. We're dealing with your view of the past. You were searching. You didn't quite have the answers. You can see the stone in front of the face. There's no light. The little stone is behind it, trying to lighten the load. And also you're learning to see beyond the heaviness of what was in the past. So depth. 1 is self. New beginnings. Deep within. Okay? This was, like, say, early in the morning. Maybe you're sleeping. So now we're at what? EST, about 1:08. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Marette. Oh, okay. I'm not going to read that because that's personal. Yeah, take it one moment at a time, Marette. I wish I could do a reading for you, but unfortunate here on the live, they're paid readings. So yeah, it's $33 for one question, 10 minutes. And maybe you don't want to have this out there in public. Just letting you know, I feel for you. My heart goes out to you, and I'm going to do a meditation and send some energy your way. I'll be thinking of you today. Okay? Thank you so much for letting us know that. Thank you for the hearts. I'm not done yet here. So currently, as far as The message is learning to, no worries, no worries. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. I'm glad to know that you're good. So the alignment here with Source is having you see when in the past you were either a victim or you were the person that was the victimizer. Now, I'm not saying that you're either of these. What I'm saying is moments in your life, either seeing it around you, someone else being affected by it, or you yourself realizing, could even be past life stuff. I know that I was a horrible person in the 14th and 15th century. I passed over in terms of my life. I was a very, 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 very bad pirate. Very bad. I've done some questionable things in my past lives. And so hence, in this lifetime, I've had to pay back some karma. Same here, Marat. We'll send some good vibes your way. Thank you so much, Stacy. This is the group. This is the tribe. This is the community. Thank you very much, everyone, for doing that. We're all sending some energy for Marat right now. 2 is relationships. 7 is fear. So let me explain something about this card, a little bit more than what I have in the past, and its task. Sometimes when we're focused on a goal, we don't see other people. We ride roughshod, ramshot over others, disregarding their feelings, disregarding their emotions, because we are so determined to get from point A to point B, or whatever desire we have within us. That is a form of control, and that is also a place of fear. That would be probably this guy right here, okay, on the left side. On the right side, we have a person who is probably a passive person who doesn't speak up, who doesn't say no, doesn't have boundaries. What you are being asked to do today is to observe when you have been in these 2 places in your life. Or maybe you are aware of your past lives. Maybe you have a connection to, you've had a past life regression, or maybe in dream state, you've had some knowledge come to you that you've even, like maybe you're obsessed with the 1920s. Maybe, like, for instance, my daughter loves the Tudor period. She just made it Tudor bustier. How she did it, I don't know. She watched a couple of videos. My mom and I both sew. I'm a costume designer by trade in my past. She got it from somewhere, popped out and made this Tudor bustier. She draws, people from the time period of the 14th and 15th centuries, that whole British royal time period. She loves the costumes. So who knows who we were in our past life? Okay, I love the 1910s, 1920s, 1930s, especially the music. Who knows who were we in our past life? What did we do? How is that repatterned in this life, reborn? Did we clean up house? Are we here to transition to a higher level? Okay, so today, the energies of the day is coming into an observation of these energies. Beautiful. And let's say later on in the day, closer to the early evening, late evening for Marat, it's probably getting to that point at this time, is tension. Now we've got a 3, which is harvest, one of the first of the 3, and somebody's got pain in the throat. They want to cry real bad. I suggest you do, or somebody is not taking in the information and is pushing it away. You know what? That's okay. You don't have to take this information. You can stick it in your back pocket. You do you. But it's here. So the answer here is there will be a split from the old. There's light in the background. This is a harvest, and it is also a change. So there is tension to grow right now. This is up and coming at the latter part of the day. At the end of the day, you are going to be relieved of what was presented here for you to connect with. You're going to get the equation. You're going to let go of the past. You're going to feel a sense of peace and a sense of freedom from the burden. It's a beautiful day, peeps. It's a beautiful day. I'm just going to pull. Somebody's throat is clearing. They're getting the connection. They're opening up the channels of communication. I'm just going to pick a card for the energies of the day in terms of a final note. And then we're going to get into talking a little bit about pendulum work, because I'm going to be doing a course on that later on this year. There's going to be the meditation course class series called The Way Within on Patreon. That is in the moment. The 15 have been done. They're being edited by an editor. I also have the intro. It has been completely worked on and done, which will be posted on Patreon shortly. And then the first 5. So there will be tiers that one can purchase. Then the rest coming throughout the rest of the next few months. After that, a numerology court, and there are 2 people so far that have interest, one from the US, one from somewhere else in the world. There is also going to be a pendulum class, because pendulum work is subtle work. It's kind of like using the rods. I don't do the rods. I have a friend who does it, and I will invite her on to speak as an interview within the series. And we're going to go through it together and give you all an opportunity, a chance to learn the subtlety of pendulum work, which does help when asking questions that need very specific answers, which we might not get. Some people use letters. Some people use cards that have been written on with insights. I use my pendulum, and I also use numerology. All right, so we need to have one card that will give us an opportunity to see a little bit more deeply into the energies of the day. Just one. I'm getting that headache back, whoever it is. All right, it's all about letting go control. You know, inwardly, intrinsically, through meditation, through prayer, through silence. In silence, keep thine will be done. You will know where to go and what to do and how to let go what is affecting you mentally. Okay? Sorry. How am I going to do this? Which way are we going to do it? Energy of the day complete. Thank you. Ah, I love this. This is beautiful. So let's just say the energy is complete at the end of the day as you get to 12 midnight. Yes, we know that, Stacy. You're on top of that. I'm talking generally. Yeah, everybody has a different way of getting that very, very minute information from their readings. Beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's time to celebrate. End of the day energies. It's time to celebrate. Cultivate an air of celebration today. Come out of the fraught mental. Do something that you love. Make a cup of tea. Make a nice dessert that's not going to do you any harm. Cleanse your body. Eat a nice meal. Take yourself out to dinner. Go watch a movie. Go for a walk. Draw a drawing. Do some writing. Write a piece of poetry. Make something. You know, be creative. Express yourself. Maybe you want to put all your ducks in a row financially. Maybe you'd like to do some accounting work and kind of get something out of the way to have a clear mind about something. Everybody's different in the way they handle their energies, but today is a place of let's put the past behind and let's have some fun. We also have, there were a lot of flames, there were a lot of crystals, and here we have 20, which is a 2, which is self-love or love. Maybe you have a date tonight with somebody new, somebody special. You never know. Awesome. All right. Now we're going to have a poll. So everybody that's on here in the chat, please, could you kindly give me a district, region, area, or city, or country? We could do a country and a city. We've got enough time. If anybody wants a reading today, 33 Canadian dollars. One question, 10 minutes. We still have time to do a couple of readings. If anybody is interested today, the description in every video will have the PayPal link. And or if you want a full reading, that's available for you as well. The description is in all of my videos. I don't know how YouTube is showing it on your screens, but you have to kind of scroll down a bit sometimes to get the information. Stravanger? What is, oh, is that the city? I've got Japan. Whom else? Anybody else? I know you really wanted the Japan from last week, Stacy. All right, you know what I'm going to do? If nobody else pipes up, how many people for Stravanger as a city? Going once? Going twice? No response? I'm going to do Stravanger, okay, for the city. And then how about Japan? Going once? Going twice? No response? Oh, yes. All right. I got it. So we're going to do Japan first for the country, and we're going to do Stravanger for the city after. Okay? Beautiful. I have one quick question, Marette. Is your city a very ancient city? Been there maybe at least 1,000 years for sure? If you can give me a little bit on that history, I'm getting the feeling it's very, very, very old. It's not a new city at all. And then I'm going to go straight to Japan. We'll do Stravanger after. All right. I've decided to use. I'm going to use the Viking deck for Stravanger. Put that over here. And for Japan, I'm going to use the Diaz deck because almost, meaning what, 900, 700? Okay, perfect. All right, perfection does not exist in this world and on this planet, but perfect in the information that's being given. So, perfection exists in the next realm of existence, the ones above and beyond our dimension here. So I'd say 6 and above. Very old city. Yes. Okay. I'm doing the Viking deck for you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for suggesting this, Marat. Appreciate it a lot. All right. Right now we're doing Japan, and we'll do Stravanger. I don't know how to say it properly. Is the V harsh or soft? Stravanger or Stravanger? Let me know if that V and the G are harsh. I get into stuff like that. I write for a living. So we're looking at Japan. Stacy Devine has suggested Japan. We have exactly about 40 minutes left in the live. All right, Japan is going through a hard time right now, especially when it comes to monetary money. Inwardly, people are struggling with how to make ends meet in Japan, especially in the cities. I guess the economy isn't great there either. What I'm getting is that people are being pushed to search for a different way to survive. I will tell you a small story about Japan. There's a lady, her name is Just Rice. She has a little cart. I guess you would call it a food cart. Yay, Japan. Stacey likes Japan. You've been asking for 2 weeks, you get Japan. So this lovely, I guess she's in her 30s. She has a little food cart, and it's very difficult to buy a restaurant or property. She's been working at her cart for quite a while. She's also on YouTube, and she does a lot of lives, and people donate her money for her dream to own a little restaurant too. And then there's other people that have done the same and they got their restaurants. So the carts, the food carts, disappeared, I don't know, between the 70s and the 80s. And we also have what we call the workaday workers in Japan. They work hard all day, they go out and they party at night, and they literally die of heart attacks. It's a very hard culture. It's very known for the oil. Is that oil? Oh, this we're talking Stravanger as well. Yes, 700. Thank you. I'll take that information for when we do the town. Thank you so much, Marit, for that. But I'm going to be talking about Japan at the moment. So we're talking about the workaday people, the people working for major corporations. They're exhausted. They tend to eat out a lot. They do takeaway. The general person in Japan, unless you're wealthy, good luck. And the tiny, tiny little apartments, the very tiny spaces that they have, the micro apartments. I also want to put that out. So we've got here existence, and we've got searching for something different. The people of Japan are searching for a different way of being Japanese, of earning their money. So emotionally inward, money existence, externalized, searching for a different way of being. Cutting the deck 2 times to the left. There's light at the end of the tunnel for Japan. Very nice. So this is about community. Japan is about community. I'm just doing a Celtic cross here. I made a decision I'm going to do a complicated cross. So shift the cards over. I'm on this leather cover, and it doesn't help me at all when doing cards because I can't lift them off the cover. So they get kind of a little sticky and stuck. And it's also a hot day. It's not too hot. It's doing pretty good right now. Oh, wow. Ooh, military. I've got some military stuff going on in Japan. So I'm feeling heart pain. I don't know who it is, a little bit of dizziness. I'm wondering if Japan is going through the throes of change from one octave of living. I guess the energy is from a lower to a higher. That's what I'm picking up for Japan. Wow, amazing. My actual cup is disintegrating. It's made out of paper to be environmentally friendly, and it's disintegrating. I hope it doesn't spill or pour. Hilarious. Okay, community thinking. Right? People in Japan are thinking about relationships. I know that there's this movie that's just come out. It's called Rent a Family, Rent a Friend, Rent a Relationship. A lot of robots, a lot of technology. So they're thinking about their society, social, emotional, work-related, communal. There's a lot of limitations on their society. It's a very strict military society. It extends from the time where they had royalty, and also you know that out of the war you have extreme discipline and focus. You also have samurai, not samurai, sorry, ninja. I think ninjas come from Japan. A society, and don't mark me on this, I'm going to do the very best I can. A society built on structure. Okay, 22 is skill, but it is also discipline, focus, foundation building. 22 reduces to a 4. So people are seeing Japan from the outside world as a structured society. Though they're a very spiritual society, especially in the past, a lot of amazing, there's the Shinto way of life, Shinto religion. I don't think it's a way, sorry, it's not a religion, it's a way of the Shinto and Buddhist traditions are very alive and well. in Japan. So they have a lot of insight. They have a lot of spirituality there, especially in their past. Currently, it's about children having babies, new ideas, community, especially new ideas within how to create community, because there's a lot of people suffering in solitude. It's a system that through technology has become somewhat isolated. It's unfortunate, but we're working with recreating a sense of societal connection. This is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of heat as well coming in. There are some secrets that are going to be coming out about Japan in the next 6 months to 6 years. On the news, within the media, some secret is going to come out in the news. I'm going to also say this. The people of Japan are going to be treading here. I'm going to not go into the powers that be, the ship and the state. They need to look more to themselves within in order to create the new. It is not based on the ship and the state anymore. It is the people that will come together first from within and then as a community. Okay? A sense of belonging. They are yearning for belonging. This is a beautiful card. 34, complement. The 3 and the 4 is harvest, joy, in structure. 7, overcoming fear. So a sense of belonging. People of Japan need a sense of belonging to a something. They've lost their connection. Though the externalized world, don't know how here, somehow will help them move forward. It could be information coming from other countries, could be on the net where people learn and come out of a way of thinking, which I'm feeling is very strong too, is personal relationship, 5, change. So it's the way in which they have a relationship to the world, movement, positive. Externalized world on Japan. Japan is going to have a new beginning, a new order. I don't want to use that word, but they are getting ready, putting their ducks in a row to start something new. A new way of being. Seems to be happening across the board all over the world, actually. It's very interesting. So they're cracking the old forms of power. This is the future, the far future. The end result is they no longer want the ship and the state. When I say that, I say it politely. You know what I'm talking about, the externalized higher powers of Japan, so-called higher powers. We're not talking higher powers spiritually. We're talking governmental, are going to be cracked open. The secret's going to come out. Some secret that will help the people reevaluate what they want and have a new beginning. So we're cracking the old code, cracking the old power structures. 3 is harvest, the first of the 3. 6 is the second. So the first 3 is creative, the second is community, family, and the third, 9, completion, also death and letting go. When you take a 3 and a 6, it adds up to a 9. So it's a form of harvest. It's a completion of an old paradigm, of an old way. So the power structures are about to fall when it comes to the way in which people garner what they want for their lives and how they could. This has all been about family and society and about connection with other people. So maybe the militaristic, focused, disciplined way of Japan might break apart, maybe not the same as it was. It's a little too harsh. People are changing. The way in which the world operates is changing. These old power structures are falling away. Now, a court card on that. I hope you like that. Oh, okay. Stacy, I hope you enjoyed that reading for Japan in terms of the way in which Japan is operating, what it is yearning for, and what it wishes to change within its own borders, and its connection to the world, and how it operates and exists. And then we have here court card for Japan. Do I want that court card? Do I want, oh, sorry, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm going to bring out the Angel Ask cards for Japan. We have lots of time, lots of time. Okay. So I'm just shuffling here to get a little bit more information for a cap on Japan, please. Just give me a moment. Just shuffling to the left here. I need 2 cards, please, for the energies of Japan, completion. Ask for help from others. So they're going to be reaching out to the world at large to ask for help. And communicate clearly what the desires, both from within and without. So inwardly, ask for help from Source, God, the Great Beloved. And then they're going to communicate. There's the clearing. Communicate clearly what their needs are as people, individuals, as group, as country to the world, and internally to Source, to the Great Beloved. Okay? So that takes care of what is going on as a completion. And now we're going to get the timing of things within a year. Exactly what is the issue, per se. I get 1 card that pops out. It's a very sticky day, so let's see what gives here. Yep, I have to choose it arbitrarily. Within the next few months, I said about 6 months, okay, that something new is going to be happening in Japan like you've never seen before. They're going to be coming out of the regime of power, military power, governmental restriction. They're going to be expressing a new way. So the secret's going to come out from something, and then people are going to go, hey, wait a second here, and shift consciousness. And 1 more card. How are we doing for time? We've got about 20 minutes or so left. I'm not done yet. Stacy, you always thank me before I'm done, but thank you. I appreciate it. I love it. Thank you so much. This is a yes or no. I don't like the yes or no. I say this every week, but let's see. Will this happen? Will this not? I don't like it, but let's see what we have as an offering on the plate. Oh, maybe. Let me just take a look at this for channeling. They've settled. They were recent. I don't know what governmental things have happened, or they've settled on something. I don't know the politics of Japan at all. Something's been settled on, but people are yearning for something better. Maybe a better government, maybe a better connection in terms of trade with the outside world. It could be more information, social, internet. It could be trade talks, meaning how import, export. It could be automotive industry. Thank you for that. Yes, I can see that. You get excited. That's funny. Thank you for letting me know, Stacy. Appreciate that. They're going to be contemplating and then stating and then expressing and then wanting something better. So this is going to be happening within the next 6 months. So look to Japan in the news about a secret coming out. My throat is a bit... Ooh. Yeah, something's coming out. I don't know what it is. Ooh. That's some strange energy. It deals with a dark-haired male. That's all I can say. Some dark-haired male. I know. It could be anybody. But got a very narrow face, and he tends to speak in terms of isms rather than the truth. Very governmental, but also in trade. Somebody in trade. Now, we were going to do the Viking cards for, is it Stravanger or Stravanger? Is it got a harsh V, Marette, or is it got a light V? Can you tell me? So, Stacy, we're done with Japan. We're on to the village of Stravanger in Norway. And I got the Chariot. I don't know if you know your runes, Marette, at all, but we have Thursaz. Thursaz is like the Tower card. It means disruption. And whatever is happening there, things are not moving forward. This card popped out of the deck. So politically, possibly, and I'm also getting the town structure. Light V. So what? Straveng, or yeah, okay, Stravanger. Okay, I hope I say it properly. So the town is having some issues. I'm getting road work. I'm getting housing. I'm getting repair work. I'm also getting, there's been no movement on any of this. It's a very, very, what's the word for it? The town is old. The town is pastoral. I don't know if there's been an influx of people from outside and maybe housing is needed, or maybe there's an argument about housing, maybe about these new arrivals. And the old regime, the old people, or rather the people that are there that are established, are not happy. They're quiet. They're not saying anything. They're grumpy. And the government is not moving fast enough on the housing. Let me see what Marette has to say. Yes, it's right with Striven. Okay, but I'm asking Marette if there's some issues with, I hate to say this. Oh, not a good word. Influx of peoples from other places having problems getting housing, and issues with the people in the town with the change to the town, the roads and the buildings. Let me know if this is like the Tower card. Thursaz. I don't know if I'm saying it Thursaz. I'm saying it the Icelandic way. Yes. And there's like issues with housing, correct? And the town is not liking what the council is doing right now. Is that correct? Oh, I feel for you. Oh, there's so much energy here. I want to cry. People are not happy that there's a disruption to their way of life in their town. That's the Thursaz. So there's no movement on the housing, on the road building, housing, change, construction. Okay? People are at a standstill. The people that have been living there to the people that are coming in, they're not meeting in the middle. Yes, I hear you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I know there's a discontent, and there's one woman in the village, one older woman. She is the grumpiest. She has light brown hair. I don't know if she wears like a little kerchief like in the 1970s. She's very old world. And I think she's putting up the biggest stink with what's going on right now. My voice seems to be closing up. So she's one of those people that rails her fists at the heavens and going, what are you doing here? What are you doing changing our town? We had such a nice way of life. Too much building roads, but it's causing a lot of trouble, right? It's causing a lot of trouble. Oh, I got something popping. Oh, look at what I got. Did I not say Thursaz? Well, we got the Tower card because Thursaz is the rune of the Tower card. And we also got Hagalaz. You know Hagalaz? Complete disruption of the way of life within Stravanger. There are lots of arguing in shops and on the streets. People are disrespectful. Yes, but is it close to the city? or outside the city. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a disruption of the way of life. It's hard to celebrate with friends and family sometimes because there's differing opinions that people have about the situation, and it makes it very political. It also makes it very, it does. And not many know. Yeah, exactly. And the manners. And they don't speak it's kind of sad though. We have it here too. I'm not going to say too much about it. I honor everybody. I honor every soul. But sometimes it makes it just that more difficult, more energy output in order to get ideas across or to help people understand how to operate within something that's already been previously established, because the Norwegian people have an established way of life and it's disrupted in the town, in the villages, in the bake shops, when we go to the bank. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I'm saying. Disruption. Yes. Doing your best to see every soul for who they are. It's very difficult, but please do your best. Anyway, yeah, let me put those cards out there and let's get to the story at present. This is taking a little while, but it's a lot of fun. I'm actually enjoying this. Thank you for asking. This is really interesting. It really opens up the Pandora's box as to what's happening in the world, giving the truth of how people are managing with the influx of other peoples from around the world. Yes, this is what the Thursas and the Tower card, Hagalaz and Thursas was all about. Tower card and the Chariot card reversed. How are you dealing with it? I mean, you could tell us or not. That's up to you. Okay. Moret, with the village, there might be some money coming through from a council or from the government. But people in the town don't see things progressing forward. Like inwardly, that's what they hope for. Outwardly, they don't see things moving forward. It's all muddled. Sad, actually. Some negativity there. Let's see what the future is going to bring for the town of Stravanger. How can we see into what will unfold for the town of Stravanger, please? Okay, we're there. There's some issues, but it looks like things may be worked on. I'm just going to do a 4-card spread. Ooh. Interesting. Let's see what story we have here. I'll get to it in a second. Just give me a moment. Okay, Temperance. Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's do this. I'm getting it's 3033. So 3, 3, and 3 add up to a 9, which is completion, answer, an end to an old epoch. Interesting. And I'm presenting you in the past. You know the rune of radio. Okay, so we've got radio at the bottom, or radio, and then we have the wheel of fortune. So in the past, this town was a place where things moved forward. People were happy, things were pleasant. It had its own ambiance. The birds sang, the trees rustled, people were at peace. Okay, currently. A lot of people are trying to speak up. It could be young people. This is the Princess of Swords. Maybe writers are writing. Maybe YouTubers are YouTubering. Oh, I've got something. Moret says, too many people, politics, don't trust. Yep, agreed. Young people are uprising. They're trying to make a statement. Rah, 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 sis, boomba, that kind of thing. They're young. They think that they're doing their best, and yes, it's positive. We can't interfere. We can't say anything. Let these kids express, but some people might not agree. Now, excuse me, I'm going to go here. It's the way in which people love. And I'm being polite when I say that. There seems to be prejudice with some in the village about the type of relationships that are appearing in the village now. And you can go where you need to go with that. It's some people. Yes, we know what the herring is. We also know how the old government worked, the Viking government, the alting, the PH in Icelandic. So here we have Gebo. I think it's Gebo. I think it's Gebo. Gebo. Anyway, it's the cross in the runes. It's upside down. There are people protesting how people love, how people have relationships. Again, I'm not going to state it in the way that the people in the village are stating it. I'm going to state it in a way that is the issue that needs to be resolved. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Appreciate it, Stacy. Yeah, if you could subscribe to whom are new, hype those that can, and click a like. If you want to put a comment saying whether or not you like this particular live and the content of the live or any of the content on the YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the algorithm shoot out the video so that others can see. It's just the way that the algorithm works. It says here, the fish, I mean, yes, but we're talking about the way in which people love, meaning relationships, that the villagers see. There's an old world thinking to a new world way of being, which is not really new. It's always been there. It's just out in the open now. I'm being very circumspect, polite, and honoring of what I'm trying to say here, okay? The people in the village have to let the past go. What is spilt, let it go. Meaning you can't tell people what to do, how to love, where to go, and how to do it. They have to accept the new that's coming in. It's just the way of the world. Or the boundaries that are put down are ones that are positive to help people to grow together, not ones that separate and alienate. And there's the the clearing up the throat. That is the appropriate answer. I hope you understand what I mean about complaints, again, the way people love. All right. Now I'm going to tell the story of what needs to be learned and then how it's all going to resolve itself. So there are some people in the village who are naysayers, nasties, complainers, wah, 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 wah. Just letting you know they're out there. The King of Wands. So let's just say there's an individual who, there are a couple of people who are ruining it for the rest. Making the town look bad. Maybe it's a representative. It could be a couple of people. They're out there, drunk, doing drugs, or maybe they're just saying things or lying. They're deceitful, underhanded. Yeah. So whoever's in the village, I don't know if it's a certain somebody, representative, maybe an educational representative, maybe it's a governmental representative. It could be just a person who's basically lying to the people. Remember, there's a secret that's going to come out. Prince of Cups, somebody is depressed and unhappy about this situation. There are a lot of people who have been put upon and they don't like it. That's their thinking. That's not necessarily the case. That is the thought form. People need to learn temperance, tolerance. Okay? And Berkana. So Berkana is birth, family, feminine, mother, nurturing. Berkana. Okay? Birch is another way of saying it in the Celtic Irish way, birch, but it's Berkana. It's a little B, upright. You can see it on the very, very bottom, I believe. And then up, downturned, temperance, meaning people don't have a lot of patience for the new people coming in. Part of the lesson learning. People are fed up, they are stressed out, the ones coming in and the ones living in the city. It's a burden, okay? But they will recover from this burden. And I'd like to say somebody in industry, I don't know who it is, it could be windmills, it could be water, some form of industry is coming to the town. There's going to money to be made. Just letting you know, somebody's coming in to bring in something new that will afford people more income, those that are there. And I'm getting something about water or wind, the land. Could be windmills, it could be a water station, filtration station. Yeah, something to do with business. And new foundation building, funny enough. Here we have my ears are crackling, don't know why. Maybe somebody is eating a lot of sugar. It could also be toxins in the body. A lot of pain in the left ear, don't know who it is. So new foundations are being built for the village. And lo and behold, after this place gets built and people are working together, there will be healing. In other words, people will come to a place of reckoning. There's an inheritance with this village. It's about to change its face, unfortunately. For those living there that don't want it, it's going to change. But it's a positive change. A place of tolerance, new beginnings with industry, people making amends and getting along. The older generation is just going to have to suck it up. Yeah. So that's it. That's what's happening in Stravanger. I'm just going to get one court card for Stravanger. There we go. Reaching all the way over because I've got them laid out on a kind of like a couch bed thing in the den area here. What time do we have? We have about 4 minutes left. So I'm going to be wrapping this up and doing a closing. I hope that you enjoyed that, Marette. Did that kind of, what's the word that I want to say? Did it resonate with you in terms of the village? Let me know if that resonated with what's happening in the village. But does it resonate with what's been going on in terms of me reading the town of Stravanger? Is that a yes or a no? Let me know. These cards are sticky. It's a sticky day today. Oh my God, my poor coffee cup is ready to go. But it's cold. I'm enjoying it right now. So, okay. One card, court card. Kind of coagulating all the energies into one understanding for the town of Stravanger, please. Thank you. Focusing. Whoop, we got one that popped right out. Trust your decisions. March to the beat of your own heart. Trust. So going in and trusting the intuitive message that comes through for Stravanger. Everybody's going in. Everybody has to make the town work together. There needs to be trust in the new. Not to say that all powers that be are positive. You yourself can create that alignment and positivity in your own self and then give it to others. Whether they take it or not has nothing to do with anything. But every person being positive creates the new. Okay, so here's the trust. Let me just read that. Okay, I don't know what you're referring to, Marette. I do understand the Germanic peoples having a bit of a cooler edge. But what I'm trying to say here is people learning to live together, because old ways are old ways. An influx of new is new, and that's what's happening. So people are coming out of the old ways in order to learn a different and new and higher octave energy. We are all going through it all over the world. The Earth's consciousness is raising higher. Okay, Marette, just let me know if that resonates with the town of Stravanger. Thank you so very much. So, trust for Stravanger. It needs to trust its own decisions and march to the beat of your own heart. So, every person coming into kind, connected, loving alignment and expressing it to others. I'm going to do a card for the entirety of the reading. So, we're just going to get where did I put it? There we go. I need to get the book as well. So let me go reach over for it here. Just a short distance walk. Maybe for a second or two. Let me get the book so I can read from it. This is it. This is the closing of the reading with a card that helps to kind of gather all of the energies of the day and the week and what we've been doing here. Thank you so very much, Marette. Thank you. And yeah, I'm half German, so I've traveled throughout Scandinavia many. I've been in Norway, but I've been to Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, Holland, Belgium, Germany, and East Africa when it was still connected in a way to the German culture, and also Russia when they spoke German there. Romanians also speak German, I believe. So yeah, the culture is just very coming from a militaristic, very Japanese, very Korean-like as well. It's a militaristic way of life, more mind-oriented. I don't know if you know the old sayings, but the Germans have one where they just focused on the work for the community so that everyone could thrive. There wasn't a lot of emotion that was expressed in those days. But those days are now past. We're not living in that way anymore. There is change coming, more communication. I think people in Berlin and more city-like places have accepted more of a diverse culture. So that's there. I can't say all of it in every way, shape, and form is always positive. What I can say, though, is people are learning to work within what they've been given. Hi! This is Vanilla and Pie. Nice to meet you. We're almost done. You're more than welcome to stay. We do this every week, Vanilla and Pie. There are also readings for $33, 10 minutes, one question. We do energies of the week, energies of the day. We do a country and a city. And you're more than welcome to come every week on a Thursday between 12 and 2 EST. Sometimes we go over a little bit, which we are now. But yeah, nice to meet you. Welcome to our tribe. So I'm just shuffling the cards to get a card that kind of condenses the entirety of what we've been talking about for the entirety of the live. They're big cards. I don't know why I have a tendency to choose big cards. So yeah, you've come in at the end. You're more than welcome to stay for the rest of it. I got one card for the day. It will be posted. There will be timestamps, so you can go and review. Yes, nice to meet you too. Thank you for joining us. If you'd like to subscribe, you'll get a notice for the next week. I also do courses, classes, yearlies, monthlies. I talk about other stuff. Stacy's going to connect with you. She's our wing person. Oh, yes. Yes. We all have a background. I really relate to Polish people. I love their food. I was in Poland about, 2 years ago now? I was in Warsaw. And yeah, an amazing place. Loved it. I'd love to go to Grubby Yosef's again in town. It's just some of the best Polish food I've ever had in my life. I love their Debreciner. Oh, I also like the Dobish cake. Ah. Okay. Ooh, all right. I like to talk to myself. Why not? Because I can only hear myself. Yeah, like and subscribe if you can, Vanilla and Pie. Then you get the notice for next week. If you want to put a comment as to whether or not you liked, I know you haven't seen much. But yeah, Hype it up. So now we're going to go into the card. I'm getting a bit distracted by energy in the atmosphere at the moment. This is electricity. Interesting. Very jittery feeling. Wow. Okay, let's get the energy for the entirety of the energies that we have here at the moment. Thank you. Divine Sisterhood. Wow, this is gorgeous. I don't think we've had this card before. I'm going to show it to you. Community of spiritual sisters and brothers of light. Gorgeous card. I'm going to read it out. There you go. And I'll show you the back of the card. And the card deck is by Alana Fairchild. It's called the Isis Oracle. It took me 20 years to find it. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Vanilla and Pie. You're more than welcome. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe, those that are new, so that you can come and join us next week. Appreciate it so much. Okay, the Divine Sisterhood, is that what we've got here? Let me have a double check here. Yes, Divine Sisterhood, we found it. I gotta get the page. 46, interesting. Takes a little bit, but we are here. Here we go. All right, I'm just gonna read this out here, everyone, and then we'll be done for the day. I'll do the closing after that. Energies, coagulated. So we've taken a look at everything in terms of energies of the week, the energies of the day, and now we're just boiling it down into one card, one energy. Community of spiritual sisters and brothers of light. So this is talking about the entirety of the world. Let me just read what it says here. Appreciate the info, Stacy. Good to hear. Thank you. In community that is based in equality, interesting how we had the Stravanger reading where that came up. Respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom with a mutual desire for spiritual growth. This is unbelievable. An honoring of innate wisdom. Great miracles occur, meaning new beginnings. You are part of this community of light. At one time, it existed only in the spiritual worlds, yet now it is being born on the earth. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members and is based in truth. We did get the card of trust and truth. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you and whom you can too as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. Your light has value on its own, of course, but it is also deep service when it is visible to others. Remember what we were saying, to be kind of a lighthouse within your community to alleviate tension and stress. All right? We're lighting the way. You are guided to allow the beloved Isis to help you now through community. There can be strength in numbers. Community can help you gain the added power of group effort to rise above the old patterns and lift each other into the new patterns that are so much more real and beautiful. My God, this is just like dead on, right on. In unity with the divine in each other, we grow and we become capable of such wonders, meaning we can go beyond the complaining, the whining, the put upon, I blame you, staying in the old. We look deeper within ourselves, we find the love and light within, and we move forward to embrace the new in the highest way that we can. What we receive on the other end is not important. Keep your boundaries. Those who are more than willing to come to connect with you, that's the new. So let me continue reading here. In unity with the divine in each other, we grow and become capable of such wonders. Mother Isis says that there is so much light awakening within our, can't talk here, within our planet, and so much spiritual light gifted to Earth from celestial beings. And that is a truth. We're going to talk about that one of these days at this time, that it makes sense to build a large enough container to receive it, meaning your cup, meaning allow the energy to flow from source to your cup to nourish you. Groups that are willing to learn to connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light in service to humanity, meaning each one of us and the earth. If you had enough electricity to power a city, you wouldn't try to fit it in one house. Likewise, with all the spiritual electricity becoming available on the earth, groups are needed to help it circulate and flow. You are wise and grounded enough within yourself to not lose yourself in a group, instead, to help a group become a community of honoring individuals. Your leadership, by example, is important, as groups can sometimes descend to lower energetic vibration. If if the members fall into their egos rather than staying in their hearts. Yet, if the members can stay in their hearts, the group can lift each other up rather than pull each other down. What we were just talking about with Stravanger, hello, sorry, needed to say it that way. This is incredible. Wow, this is Source helping us to learn the next step that we all need to allow ourselves to flow into on the journey. You are okay. Uh, yeah, okay. The Oracle of the Divine Sisterhood is based on the love between the goddess of ancient Egypt. Hello, Stacy. I hope you're listening. Hathor, Isis, Bast, and Sekhmet, and more. They are often pictured with similar symbols and headdresses, share some iconography that helps us realize that although they are divine individual beings, they are connected as unique expressions of something greater. If you accept all of this but still cannot find your spiritual home here, we have been wondering where your community is. You are not alone! Exclamation point. They are looking for you too. Say yes to opportunities to meet like-minded people and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other together for group benefit. This is also guidance that you are moving into empowerment of your own divine feminine and are capable of helping others enter into theirs. The role of the divine sisterhood is about empowering all, not one above the other. Again, we kind of connected with that within the Japan and the Stravanger. And growing in wisdom through listening. Sorry, I do need the magnifying glass because I can't see that well. And sharing, although allowing for the uniqueness of all beings and encouraging all to grow from a win-win perspective, the positive. If you are in a community but are finding the group ego is becoming more powerful than the group soul, and the energy of the community is pulling you down rather than lifting you up, then this oracle says to trust in the divine feminine to lead you onwards. Give your best and most truthful expression and effort. But if this community is not of a vibration that can work for you, then move on without judgment or fear. Just move on. And trust. There's that card. Remember, trust. We got trust at the end for Stravanger. That with the law of magnetism, you will attract yourself to a community that has the best vibration for you. So if it's not working with the people that you're with, move it along. You will meet other people in a higher octave, on a higher spiral. If you have found that you have guidance to build community yourself and are feeling a little overwhelmed at the thought, stay calm and stay in your heart. Allow yourself to collaborate with others and work in smaller groups in connection with each other as a way to build community together. It will happen naturally. The divine sisterhood will guide you if you ask for their assistance in unconditional love. Beautiful. Wow, that was an incredible incredible live today. I'm even blown away. I've learned something today, and I've been taught something, because yesterday at the fireworks, there were a few grumpy people, and I just chose to leave the situations. Other people supported me, but I chose to leave and just go where more mature people were. So it's saying that we need to practice tolerance, patience, alignment within, compassion, and temperance as best we can. So that's basically the energies that we're working with at this time. I'm going to close this out. I've gone a bit beyond. Thank you so much, Marette. Okay. Thank you, Stacey. I am going to be closing for those that are still here. I'm just closing for the energies anyway. Thank you to the great beloved source. Thank you for all those of the angelic realm. Thank you to all those that are guides, ancestors, those that have passed into the worlds beyond, our totem animals, our animals that have passed on. All that which is dark, ungrounded, negative, unwanted, no longer wanted in our need, or disperse away off to the solar deity to be burned off, or wherever else it needs to go next. It is no longer wanted and or needed. I allow only that which is positive and light into the circle, as those that have come here today leave it. You are protected, you are surrounded, and you are given to flowing energy on a daily basis. I'd like everybody to please cover their ears. Satnam, Namaste, and blessed be. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on the Way Within Divine Messages. I wish you a wonderful week. See you here again. Thank you.